Hey guys, Cell here. Welcome back to more Fate Grand Order. The game of which never really wants to give me a 5-star unless I absolutely don't really care for the 5-star and I decide to roll on it because everyone else does. That is how I got Merlin. And a few other servants that I wasn't necessarily sure if I wanted or not, but I still got. Though I can't really say that it's always done that, because again, look to Audita, I really wanted her badly. Got her twice. Jean, Summer, same thing. I got her twice, back to back. Literally. I'm still shocked over that. And I wanted, oh crap. Scotty. I got her. But then again, on JP, I got her twice in the same 10-shot, which I'm really kind of upset about. That I got her twice on JP a long time ago, along with Abby. And I don't have Abby. I've had a rough last year in terms of FGO. In terms of 5 stars that I've been trying to pull and don't ever get. So what exactly was I doing? I have no clue. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Jigoku Kitchen, the kitchen from hell. AKA the mission of which I cannot use Mashu for. And I have no say in who my other teammates are. But since the last one is a saber, I am going to be oh wait. I read that wrong. It's not that I'm forced to not being able to bring Mashu, I'm forced to only bring Mashu. Well, crap. I read that completely wrong. Okay. Well, if that's the case, and I'm forced to bring Mashu. Where's the Jalter Craft Essence? There it is. Make it to where she can at least get her Noble Phantasm up. In one battle. Okay. We can only use 5 members, and Mashu has to be one of them. I don't like using her Orton X1, but at the same time, it's always forced me to, so. Burgers of the Enma-teis prosperity. Jigoku Kitchen, the kitchen from hell. So is this gonna be like a Hell's Kitchen episode, and is the saber gonna be freaking Benny Enma? Oh, hello, Master. No Marsh with you today. Well, funny story. She took one look at this poster and, well... Poster? Oh yes, I see it now. To celebrate the newly expanded kitchen, and due to popular demand, we are pleased to announce... Jigoku Kitchen is back for a limited time. What madman thought this was a good idea? Wait, don't tell me Marsh willingly signed up for it. Oops, I don't usually lose it like that. I'm very sorry. Allow me to explain. Jigoku Kitchen is the name of Miss Benny Enma's cooking class. Everyone who attends it goes to hell, regardless of how long they've been married or how bad they are in the kitchen. It's a place that makes full use of the Judge of Hell's authority. It's the most devilishly difficult culinary boot camp ever. An entirely different layer of hell that will train any amateur cook into a full-blown chef. Sounds like fun. So they'll be done in, say, a couple of hours, tops. We're not talking about some community college workshop here. I can tell from your expression that you think they're just going to go over different cooking techniques. Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hell. It's in the name, after all. But Miss Benny Enma does not deal in theory. If you want to learn her best recipes, how to tell good tools from bad, what seasonings to use, and other useful tidbits, you'll need to brave the gauntlet and become a first-class tormentor demon first. I must emphasize that Miss Benny's teaching methods are considered to be particularly brutal in hell. Marsh might not even survive to the end of class. Why didn't you say so sooner? I believe in Mashu. So you're the new would-be cooks who still don't know the difference between a ladle and a serving spoon. I'm Benny Enma, the Tomcat Sparrow. Here, you can call me teacher. Now let's see. It looks like we have 6 students this time. Why don't you go around and introduce yourselves? You go first. Yes, teacher. My name is Marsh Kitty Lightle. I've been wanting to learn how to cook for some time now, so when I saw the poster for this class, I decided today's the day. You've got a good look in your eye for a new recruit. I'm going to enjoy getting you into shape next. I'm Helena Blavatsky. I signed up because I thought it seemed like kind of interesting. Besides, a pop lady needs to know how to cook at least a little, right? One certainly can't get by with the sandwiches every day. I see. Kind of interesting, huh? Next. I'm Anne Bonnie. And I'm Mandy Reed. We signed up together. The poster got us thinking that we've never actually cooked anything before. I always wanted to try, and besides, Mama Cat always seems to have a lot of fun in the kitchen. Well, that's not quite right. I don't know about you, but I've cooked before, Mary. Cooking's when you have someone put different dishes on the table for you, right?
Kind of? In a way, the ingredients are put down in front of you and then you cook. So, I guess that's close enough.
As you can see, I know nothing in the way of culinary technique, and on here used to be a pampered rich girl. So make sure you keep all that in mind. I see. You thought cooking seemed fun. It's just something that happens on its own, Chip Chip. Okay, who's next?
Oh, Jesus, Gorgon.
I was curious to see what this so-called hellish kitchen was like, but it's nothing but a big room. It's far too small to serve as my temple, but I do enjoy the enticing smells coming from the back. Very well then, Benny and Ma, was it? Show me what this supposed hell of yours is like. And I see this student doesn't even understand the point of this class, Chip. And finally...
Alas, when last I came to, I found myself alone in this strange land. This is a fine opportunity. It is most fortunate that there should be a cooking class here. Once I have mastered these expert culinary techniques, I too will be a traveling knight capable of cooking. So Tristan, you know how to rid a gazer of its bitter aftertaste. Not only that, I even know how to cook the tastiest wyvern wings just like so. Oh my, how sharp of you, Tristan. You truly are the coolest of the knights at the round table. I can see Sir Bedivere's shocked face the next time we go camping now.
We have a bird brain who simply wants to show off his cooking skills to his colleagues. Alright, line up single file, Cheep Cheep. The only thing you can say is, yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. Don't even bother looking at the cooking instruments on the table. Just take up whatever weapon you feel most comfortable with.
What weapon? Okay, so Masha's gonna be cooking with her shield, alright.
You have a very long battle ahead of you, Chip. Huh? Yes, teacher. Now then, let me begin with a warning, Chip Chip. Did you really think you would get to cook anything in this class? Cooking is easy, all you need is a recipe and the right ingredients. I bet it won't even take me a whole day to learn. And that's the sort of thing you were thinking when you signed up, Chip. You're sorely mistaken. The only thing you're going to taste here is what it's like to be eaten yourselves. Wait, what?
Oh god.
Oh, I never expected the floor to open up underneath us like that. What is this place? Are you awake? Then get on your feet and off my tail. I'm not a cushion. I'm sorry, thank you for helping me, Gorgon. Hey, what's the big idea? I just signed up for this class so I can learn how to make an omelet and maybe eggs Benedict. Yeah, we want to know some quick and easy dishes made 3 minutes or less in commercials.
Huh?
Self-indulgent ways like that will get you nowhere fast into your Goku kitchen. Your first task is to survive on Hell Island for the next month.
Oh, Jesus.
Isolated village effect will keep time from passing while you're there, so don't worry about your tasks here. Chip, now do during your stay in cooking hell, you're going to learn 3 key principles. First, cooking is politics. For example, let's say there's some ultra-premium Matsuzaka beef here, who wouldn't want to cook with a first-class ingredient like this. But there's only so many high-quality ingredients to go around, and some can't be bought no matter how much money you have, Chip. So if you're going to set a dinner table with the best possible food, money alone isn't going to cut it. You need to network with farms and farmers, exchange contact info with good green grocers, get on good terms with wholesale markets. Communication and negotiation skills are paramount, Chip. As I said, politics, chefs who neglect to play ball will never get the first pick of ingredients. Fascinating. But the whole reason we became pirates was to avoid pain-in-the-ass stuff like that. Second, cooking is physics. As I trust it goes without saying, cooking is the art of the practical, not the stuff of hopes and dreams. If you think you can just get started with cooking in the hopes that it all turns out okay, the only dishes you'll be able to make will be bland fluff. Tip, before you begin cooking, you need a solid plan, solid measurements, and solid handling. I know what you're thinking. You think cooking is like a routine, where chefs just make the same thing over and over day in and day out. Chip, that is where you're wrong. Every dish a chef makes is its own work of art. Like an author writing a different story with similar themes or events each and every day. It takes a lot of mental and physical energy. In fact, Chip, it's even harder than training with a sword. Now that you become students of the Enshaku sewing technique, I will not be letting you off the hook with any easy dishes. Be prepared to lose a kilogram from your spirit origin for every meal plan you overcome.
Dang.
Are you kidding? That's been possibly hard. This is what I signed up for. Third, cooking is effort. I wish I could cook, but I just don't have the knack. I followed the recipe perfectly, but it still didn't come out well. It's so much trouble to keep things nutritionally balanced. I just don't want to spend so much time cooking. I wish I could purge every last of those sour grapes from existence. The tastier a dish is, the more trouble it is to make. That's just a fact, no matter how good you are. Even when you find it in a recipe, you need to read it all the way to the end and think about what it means. Chip, you need to think about how you can make it with the ingredients you have on hand, how best to please the people who are going to eat it. And the story, and you need to write the whole thing from beginning to end. If you just go around thinking things like, I wish I could be a good cook, a nice kid who can cook is so cool, then you'll never learn how to cook well.
She's got you there.
Now you listen to me, Chip. Cooking is not about talent. It's all you need is a will in a way. Being a good cook means never skipping steps or cutting corners. Even when doing the same prep work over and over, it means you keep moving forward a little bit at a time. As long as you have the courage to do that 3 times a day, every day until you die, anyone can learn. All that pain in the ass work. Until we die. Chip, until you die, as long as we're alive, we will always need to eat. Your job now is to engrave these key principles into your souls. Think of this as a homeroom right before classes begin. Besides, compared to the beginner course you'll be doing later, there's no more than a tutorial, Chip. We're surrounded by strange monsters. There really is no choice but to fight our way out of this. Next time we're sticking to piracy. Why'd you have to suggest we sign up for this on? Don't blame me. You were the one who wanted to try this course. It was plain as the look on your face. I do have some misgivings about being in subterranean spaces for an inexplicable reason, but this is all going to help us learn how to cook right. And I'll play along for as long as it takes. Marsh, I'm counting on you to handle the front line. Alright, I'll do my best to handle the defensive prep work.
Moving ingredient beef, moving ingredient bird B and A. Oh, good God. This is not gonna go well. Mainly because of we have a caster in the front lines. I have to figure this out. Oh god dang it. It's a single target. Also doesn't matter, so let's go for you, I guess. Obviously Helena's not gonna be much of help in this fight. At least not right now. Especially when she gets crit like that. So, this, and this. Gonna be a major pain in the arse, man. Having to use servants that I've never really used before together. And the fact that they don't have any craft essences, and the fact that I'm so used to using Waver now, I'm kinda screwed. Well, if Helena's gonna be taken out, well, kinda screwed here, man. Could you maybe not and say you did attack us? Hey, Marsha, nice crit. Manny, no! Damn it all to hell! Now just Marsha and Gorgon left. How am I supposed to do this, man? I don't understand. This is nuts. You know, I've actually never used Gorgon on my team. What's with these fools actually getting a crit, man? Thank you. Come on, Marsha. You got the damage. I believe in you. Nice crit. Hopefully we can do this next bout, otherwise we're kinda screwed. Go again. But yeah, I don't see this happening, because we've already lost one. We're on to our second one now. This ain't good. Mashu, give yourself invincible. So do this, this, and this. Nice damage, go again. Alright. Target focus again.
Mold of Kimurato.
Get Helena's Noble Phantasm up as high as we possibly can. It's definitely Hell's Kitchen, alright. Alright, damage up. Greatly increase your attack. You can't give yourself a Noble Phantasm charge. Helena's screwed.
時短前に出ます。
Get Gorgon's Noble Phantasm up. You no, yeah, you're AoE, alright. So, Pandemonium Cestus.
前に出ます。
Buster Chain. Come on, go again, I believe. Hey, they're cursed, alright. There goes that one. Thanks for only attacking Mashu. So obviously do this. This and this. Now Helena has her Noble Phantasm. And Gorgon's Noble Phantasm is now halfway filled. Again. Fatal Battle 3 of 3 is Benny herself. Hellish Head Chef. So do this. You actually got the Noble Phantasm strength up, thank you very much. Good job, Gorgon, you missed. God dang it. Do this on Helena. Just do that in case she decides to actually take Helena out. Sonata Kumada. I believe in everyone. This definitely has been a hell adventure right here. I honestly can't believe I actually kept Helena alive to do this. Because now her Noble Phantasm lowered freaking Benny's defense. It's ridiculous, I say. Completely ridiculous. Oh, come on! You and that dang evasion. Oh, I still have Tristan. I forgot he existed. That's the one time I will give you a compliment, Tristan. Thank you for having buff removal. Thank you for that. And of course you're selfish with your Noble Phantasm gauge and you can't give it to Gorgon for her to do hers. God dang it. But either way, you are in fact also a archer, so get a crit please. 70% chance of crit and you didn't crit. Had you crit both times, you would have won. Oh my god, Benny, I hate that evasion of yours. So annoying. Okay, so yeah, just tapping worked. One turn. Yay. Give evasion to Marsh. Do that to get rid of... Never mind, couldn't get rid of the poison. Okay. So do this, this, and this. And most of us have our Noble Phantasms up. Could've done the other way around though, so Tristan could possibly got his. But I've never actually seen his Noble Phantasm, and if I have, I don't remember it. His ability seals his own Noble Phantasm, and that's what this mental debuff is for. I think. God dang it. Well, I guess we're gonna go out with Gorgon's Noble Phantasm. Whoops.
16 turns, but we managed to come out of hell alive. Did we come out of it as chefs, though? I don't know. Probably not. Because again, now it's just a tutorial. Can only imagine what we have to do now for the beginner class. Everyone, stop what you're doing. Marsh, speak to me. Once the chicken is at room temp, season it and coat it in potato starch. Deep fry it twice the medium heat, then... This is the Professor Hall, but I thought I was still on Hell Island. Yeah, no. That was all just an illusion. Hell Island? Don't say it. I'm trying to repress those memories. It's okay, Tamamo. You're safe. So you were the only one to last till the end, champ. You really do have potential. No way. She actually cleared that gauntlet on her first try. Yeah. Barely. I'm sorry, Miss Enma. I'm afraid I don't remember much of what you taught us. But strangely enough, I also feel like I'm not so scared of cooking anymore. Or maybe I should say, I feel like I don't have time to be scared about it. Champ, I recall Tamamo saying the same thing. A common thread among those who are no longer beginners. All you have to do now is find a curriculum that works for you. If you still want to improve your skills after all of this, come back to Jigoku Kitchen whenever you like. I have 8 courses in total, champ, and they weren't named after the 8 hot hells for nothing. Please, for the love of God, do not tell me that those are actually 8 courses that I could do. Because I will drop those 8 courses and I will stop trying to be a cook. I just won't do them. If they're that ridiculous and I can't bring my own units, screw it. But if I can bring Waver and someone else, sure, I'll attempt another one. Well, there really is a lot to learn about cooking, isn't there? Thank you, Miss Enma. It's okay not to push yourself, though. So you know, I had to turn tail at level 5. I'm just glad you're okay. Why'd you sign up for this cooking class anyway? I mean, possibly to cook us a food? Well, because I wanted to make something yummy for you, like Runika always does. I figured as much. It's okay, Marsh. You'll make a great wife someday. Wait, didn't you say that we were a married couple at one point? I wasn't good at cooking when I first started either. It took me a long time before I could make something I was comfortable serving. It's very difficult to make something delicious when you're just cooking for yourself cheap. But when you have someone to cook for, well, then it's a different story. Just picturing their face smiling in delight of the tasting of food is enough to make it come out well. Then there's a neat way. All you have to do now is work hard, make mistakes, and learn from them. Champ, and since you already know who exactly you want to cook for, you're already on your way.
Oh my god. Please don't make me have to do another one of those. That was nuts in and of itself. Especially since I never really used any of those units. Mashu was pretty much one of the only ones I ever did. Helena, yeah, I've used her before. And Bonnie Mary Reed, maybe a couple of times. Tristan never, but I completely didn't even remember that he existed until Helena was defeated. Okay, section 9. A phoenix gathering is a sign of good luck. After this, we should be able to build more rooms and then get more points. So I can actually finish the event with 500,000 points at least. Getting the final summon ticket as well. At least I believe that's the final summon ticket. And oh my god, I have to do this with only Tamamo. What did I just say? Don't give me a mission making me have to use a unit I've never used. Oh wait, no, I've used it like 3 or 4 times. Still not good though. Section 9, a phoenix gathering is a sign of good luck. It's a lie because I'm forced to use one character and it's Tamamo. Tamamo's good. I just don't want to use her.
There's just something about tea after a hard morning's work that makes it taste especially good.
All the more so on a morning like today, when the demonic monkeys have been especially active. Truly, there is no rest for the Enma-teis security team. Indeed, there isn't. But then it is the intensity of such battles that lets one savor this tea's flavor. It's natural for one's emotions to run high after battle, but a quiet cup of tea does wonders. Furthermore, those who live by the sword are also often expected to be cultured. My own education in way of teas was painful but worthwhile.
Jemima, wait. We can't bother anyone else about this. We need to resolve it ourselves. We don't have time to wait, damn it. This is an emergency. Morning, everyone. Yes, I know. I'm as cute as ever. Moving on. We're in big trouble here, Master. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible.
Yes, Tamamo?
So you need more help in the kitchen? That's right. We don't have enough people to cook for all the guests anymore. And if that wasn't enough...
All too easy, an impenetrable realm of mystery this may be, but it was simplicity itself to enter. Oh, hey, it's the Hassans. We are here, everyone. Is the Enma-teis the very place that has become the talk of the throne? Shall we go in and see what this supposed Japanese hell is like for ourselves?
I've never seen such a gorgeous building before. I hope this body doesn't cause trouble for everyone. I'm sure it's all just a giant papier-mâché front. There's no way a building could have so many rooms bolted on like this. Besides, this is supposed to be a place of rest and healing, right? I don't see the need to be so glitzy. The simpler the better when it comes to the lodgings. Hell, I used to make do with nothing but a cave.
Oho! Have thy Spartan taste led thee to shun the hospitality of my mausoleum for so long as well, 100 personas? Mayhaps thou believes the shrine of Azrael, overburdened with the trappings of luxury. Dost thou prefer a more austere aesthetic?
Why did you have to go there, 100 personas? No, of course not, Founder. The design of your shrine is symbolic of your followers' prayers. Besides, it just feels better to hold celebrations in ostentatious places.
Thou speakest truth. Through our celebration of New Year's, arrival coincides not with these others. We need not disturb or dampen their festivities. However, there is one among our number who would spend his celebration naught but idle repose. Such sloth as ire invites. Dost thou know who may be so inclined to curse the arm?
No, not at all. I'm shocked to hear there is a Hassan who would want to do such a thing. Ah, we made it. Take a look. Your Majesties, we finally arrived at our destination. Man, pirates really aren't cut out for navigating solid ground, and took way too long to get here.
This is no laughing matter, Captain. We trusted you to lead the way because you said you're an expert map reader. We never expected you to take us all the way to the ocean. Oh well, at least I got a chance to see the seas of Japan for myself. The distant seas with the great waves where those otherworldly octopuses live, no. I almost feared for my life back there. Even my navy could never hope to navigate through those waves.
This was just as much your fault as well, King of Conquerors. If not for your suggestion to make a quick stop to check out those waves, I hear we would have arrived long ago. I have been wandering these woods for what feels like ages, delirious from hunger. Do you have any idea how humiliating that is for one who once conquered an entire continent? Could you ever face your advisors again if your legacy became that of the little lost King of Conquerors?
What's the problem? Knowing my advisors, they would just laugh it off and remind me that I'm the King of Conquerors, not navigators.
That sounds nice. There's nothing better than a rowdy bunch of idiots in your crew when you're out risking your neck. If I were there, I'd be the first to teach you about getting lost in a way to your own dresser. In fact, mind if I call you a gorilla too?
Fine by me. Gorillas are the kings of the jungle, right? What man wouldn't be thrilled about being compared to something so powerful?
So the stronger one is, the more likely one will be compared to an animal. Interesting.
Well, it's all into just fine, Altair. Besides, we are no longer fighting a war. No need to overthink it. Besides, I knew these things would work out as long as Captain Drake was here. She never stopped whistling and moving forward after all, so I had every faith that we'd get here eventually.
You're right about that, and besides, you great kings have some real useful noble phantasms. Yours is a flying chariot, right? If things had gotten bad, we could have just used that to find our way here. That's what I was gonna do if it looked like your magical energy would run dry. After a swift kick in the ass to get you going again, of course. I always had a firm grasp on general direction, so I knew that flying would get us here in no time. Of course, that wouldn't have been any fun, so I didn't want to do that unless we found ourselves at the end of our rope.
See, I knew we had nothing to worry about. The captain here knows exactly what makes for a good adventure. I can't wait for the banquet tonight. Nothing beats a good drink and a good company.
Hell yeah, if you're up for a little drinking contest, I'll drink you under the table anytime. Want to join us, your majesty? I bet you can hold your liquor too. Anyway, let's go check in already. So the king of conquerors, chariot can fly. Wish my noble phantasm could do that.
Your noble phantasm is perfectly fine the way it is. No, not Amakusa Mask, or whatever his mask named was. Here we are, everyone. Our outdoor school's newest destination. He's playing the role of teacher again. This where we'll be celebrating the birth of nature, studying the value of life, and learning that it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. I knew it. And these are his students.
Okay, we promise to do our best. Hooray! A sleepover. Mr. Missionary is paying for everything. That's amazing. You must be rich.
I tried to live modestly, but I do have some savings tucked away for special occasions. Besides, it doesn't cost too much to put children up at an inn.
I see. That's relief, although I can't help but be a little concerned. Are you sure there isn't someone else you'd rather entertain much more than us?
Sadly, in her case, openly showing affection is rather poisonous to a productive situation. So if I want to invite her on a field trip, I'm afraid I need to be far more discreet.
How silly. A CRB seductive, poisonous princess who can't handle a little sweetness.
Yeah, that's semi-alright.
If hell is involved, we cannot stand idly by, especially not when Japan's concept of it is derived from ancient India. I was about to say China for whatever reason. As Indians ourselves, it falls to us to see just how much of it has been properly carried over. Yes, this is nothing less than a mission to preserve our traditions. As a man of culture, it is with my own personal feelings tucked away that I. So that is the Enma-teis beauty. Something in its scent reminds me of our homeland. I see there is many monkeys around, but no bananas. Perhaps that is why I don't see Rama here. I wonder if they have sweet banana manju in their souvenir shop. I can't stop thinking about them. We're not here for a picnic, Kana. Can't you focus on what matters? Arjuna, look at that. This inn doesn't have a single chimney. Of course it doesn't. Most inns don't. Wait. Why did you bring that up? Is it important? It is. It means these hot springs come straight from the source. Given that Japan is a volcanic land, that must mean these baths are blazing hot from the fires of hell. I see. So you are proposing a contest of endurance. Then it would seem now is the time to show you that I can take it as well as I can dish it. My personal record is 12 straight hours in a 120-degree Celsius steam bath. I even had enough energy left over to enjoy a bowl of curry. If you think you will win this match easily, Kana, you are sorely mistaken. Hell,
This is hell. My head. It hurts. Ugh. I feel as though I've been pummeled with noble phantasms all over again.
Keep it together, man. It's all in your head. You're not a hell robot any longer. Well, I guess you might still occasionally become a remote control servant, thanks to the occasional hell call from the terrifying lady of the house. That just goes to show how much she loves you. So enjoy that love for as long as it transcends time and space. A wife's true terror is essentially free after all.
Really? Transcends times and space? That's a little embarrassing to hear. But I'm grateful to you for translating my words for me, feline heroic spirit. As a fellow berserker, I'm going to be more reassured. Truly, there are none kinder or wiser than a woman who knows how to use curses.
Just leave it to me. Even I don't know why I'm saying half the time any worth.
Of course not. Why are you here?
So, this is her hotel. I don't know who this Enma lady thinks she is, but the land of the dead is my domain. If she thinks she can start drumming up business without permission from Kerr, she's in for a rude awakening. Besides, what kind of sense does it make for a land that torments the dead to also have a hotel where anyone can come and relax? Does it mean the Needle Hell is actually an acupuncture clinic? The rivers of blood are just hot springs with red dye in them. There's no way I could compete with that. Alright, since I rule over another land of the dead. I'd better do my homework and make sure she isn't let down if she ever comes to visit Kerr again.
Uh-huh.
I see what you mean. I can tell how crowded the bridge to the Enma-teis is all the way from here. There must be at least 50 servants altogether, senpai. Exactly. There's no possible way Madam Benny and I can feed all those guests on our own. So I rushed here as quickly as I could to ask all of you, Tomoe, Kiyohime, Marcel, to come help us in the kitchen. I'm so sorry for this trip. I knew you were all working hard to repair the Enma-teis, but I never stopped to think about what would happen when you were done. Of course, we would need more hands in the kitchen to cook for more guests. I can't believe I failed to realize something so obvious.
I'll be glad to help, and if nothing else, I can at least peel veggies.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I have to be honest. Kiyohime and Tomoe won't be any help. If we do stay complete trip, they end up ruining 2 more.
Oh, dang.
Harsh. I hate to admit it, but she's right. We could still use their help with waiting tables, but can't let them work in the kitchen, it's too dangerous. Yeah, you've got a point. If you're not careful in Enma-teis' kitchen, the ingredients can end up cooking you. Right, chirp chirp. I'll have to admit defeat. If we can't show these new guests proper hospitality, I'll have to ask them all to leave. It wouldn't be fair to only let in 1 or 2. So as much as it pains me to say this, I'll have to turn them all away, Chip. Foe for foe.
Poor Madam Benny, she looks so distraught over this. I wish there was something I could do to help. Come now, let's not be hasty. All we need is another servant who can cook, right? In that case, why don't we just recruit one from among these new guests? Why not explain the situation to them and ask to hire them temporarily until the situation is in hand? If that doesn't work out, I know of at least one other servant I can ask for help.
You want to recruit a new chef among the guests? Well, if the only alternative is to turn them all away, I'd be happy to beg for help, Chip. But is there any among them who really knows how to cook?
Maybe the first Hassan? Cat. I mean... the first Hassan. Yeah, I'd like to see him do that.
Crap. So you want to bring in that oddball servant to help, huh? I mean, that's fine with me. I don't have a problem with it. We might happen to share the same hair and aesthetic, But we have absolutely nothing to do with one another.
I mean, you are one of the Tamamo 9, right? It was 9, right? She is basically you.
Whatever that scrap of tail fluff wants to whine about is no problem of mine. I'll even admit that she seems to be better at cooking than me, but she ought to be at least a little useful. That's great, Tamamo is on board with this plan too. Come on, let's go talk to Kat. Forget it. On my part, a cat, I refuse to work in the same kitchen as the original wife.
Okay, so she's the berserker we fight. So we have to knock it into her that, we need help?
I get that it's all pies and deck for you guys right now. This ain't my boat and it ain't my storm to weather.
Jeez.
It's probably the Tamamo 9.
Okay, it was 9.
Anything that might help the original is something I can never do. Chirp, and then Tamamo. I see, you cut out the parts for yourself you didn't like so you wouldn't have to deal with them. Hey, look, I'm painting me in the worst possible light. It was, heart-wrenching to cut away the more troublesome bits of my spirit origin, but I did it from world peace.
Uh-huh.
That's right, I basically had to part ways with my dark side in order to protect the world. Well, listen to her. The night knows like the nose knows. It all started when she began thinking, I think I might have gained a teensy bit of weight. But of course, she didn't have the guts to actually try going on a diet, so she just cut off her tails as the quickest possible shortcut. Gah, how did she know that? I never told a single soul. How do you think, because I am you, fool, you couldn't even be bothered to push this properly, Wolf? This ain't going anywhere. At this point, my only choice is to take you down right here, right now. Let's go, Original. You can't have the right to call yourself Miss Benny and my student. Don't you lecture me. You're not the one who only just escaped Shigoku Kitchen with her life. Hate me all you want, but Miss Benny isn't yours to claim. Let's settle this once and for all.
She ain't mine to claim either, apparently. Oh, this is why we only have to have Tamamo. It's Tamamo versus Tamamo. Okay, so decrease charge, increase arts. I mean, hey man, if I'm gonna go all out, I might as well go all out from the start. I'm sorry, Tomacat. You were my very first berserker, but I have to fight you, so no hard feelings. Actually, not that bad of damage. How many less than half health? Not bad. And now, again, she's still got arts up, so her arts will arguably do more than just Buster. So let's do it again. I mean, it does all slightly less because of her defensive buff that she gave herself. But now, one more attack and then she'll be gone. Had she got multiple crits, we probably would have lost that. Just saying.
Bye-bye, Tamamo Cat.
Sorry that I had to return you. But hey, at least I remember some more about Tamamo. The fact that Tamamo 9. Even though I don't have Tamamo, I only have Cat. I wonder when we will actually see any of the other Tamamo 9. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tamamo Vici, right? Because again, Tamamo Vici, she's one of the Tamamo 9, right? Maybe? Possibly? Maybe not? If so, like, what part of Tamamo is Vici? I need to know.
Okay, break it up. Why are you stopping us, Master? Please stay out of this. I don't know what sort of history you do have, but I do know what skills you are like. What your skills are like now. You both pass. If you wish to study under me that badly, go ahead. I'll have you in fighting shape in no time. Now hurry up and put on an apron and come with me, Chip Chip. Huh? What's going on here, wife? I was hoping to keep you in a purely assistive role, but I guess our ship has sailed. Go ahead and get that apron on. It looks like you and I will both be getting some supplementary lessons. Really? I get to have personal instructions from Madam Benny herself? Okay, I'm willing to split this carrot. But don't misunderstand me. I'm only doing this to help her. You're just kinda here too. Don't be surprised if you lose your shrine maiden gig to me after I up my game. Yes, I know. We already told you that you would only be doing this to help the Enma-teis, but never mind that now.
But it would seem we now have the kitchen situation under control. In that case, I believe our time would best be spent elsewhere. We'll need to gather at least 3 times the usual ingredients in order to feed all these new guests.
Oh yes, that's exactly right. Come on, Senpai. The kids will be in good hands with Madam Benny and the Tamamos, so let's go make sure they have enough food to cook.
Say, Fion, who was the other servant you had in mind anyway? Oh yes, I did say that, didn't I? Well, that would be me, as a matter of fact.
But really, you mean you can cook? On top of being the captain of the Knights of Fiona?
Diarmuid said it too, did he not? The ways of tea, I think he called it. Our countries may differ, but the principles are the same. Warriors need culture just as much as anyone. And by nature, I'm rather good at most things. I was also good at dressing fish and filleting meat. If I wasn't, I would not be tied to feats of wisdom. Still, I didn't exactly want to go around boasting about my cooking skills. My teacher was originally supposed to acquire them, but I ended up taking them for myself. I was told not to worry about it, but it's still one of my regrets. Which is why I've been trying not to cook around others as much as possible. That said, if the madam still needed our help, I would be happy to don my old chef's hat once again.
Well, that's unexpected.
What still annoys me, though, is the fact that I didn't have him at all when I pulled on those banners. And I think he's now up to, what, NP3? It's really vexing. Okay, no battle. Section 9 of Phoenix Gathering is a sign of good luck, Part 2. Oh, hello. That's a lot of servants.
We did it, everyone. The Phoenix Hall has never been so lively. Oh, it certainly is a lot of work running back and forth to the kitchen like this. Yes, you wanting to put on a little show? Well, I'm no Kyoto geisha. Well, if you insist, I suppose it would be rude to wait on the festivities. Very well then. In that case, allow me to demonstrate a little water trick, only instead of water, I'll be using fire. You see this ball and fan? That's when you think I'm only spinning the former on top of the ladder. Voila! It was actually an adorable tiny little team dragon all along.
Oh, that sort of thing is acceptable as a performance, is it? Allow me to entertain the crowd as well. I have with me my trusty blades, Moltok and Big Old Sock. At my feet, I have 5 daikon radishes. I will not toss them all into the air one after another, perform a dance without a single one touching the ground. I will now toss, not. Behold my 7-sword style.
Oh my, we are now doing tricks with swords. In that case, I cannot be left out. Accursed Misashibo, are there any Misashibo here? You cannot hide from me. I know you're out there. Lend me your annoying swords and spears, and I will shatter them all at once like so many tiles. I think it will be quite entertaining to see how many I can break in a single strike.
No, Lady Tomoe, you have confused an artful performance with a demonstration of brute strength. may indeed be entertaining to see, but it is entirely the wrong choice for a joyous occasion. It is fortunate that Lord Benkei is not here, though perhaps there are others from the Genji present. In which case, I suppose I shall have to make amends for stopping you with a little performance of my own. Allow me to demonstrate my skills with spear, sharp enough to snap anyone out of their stupor, no matter how much they may have imbibed. Now, Lady Tomoe, please place this tangerine on your head. Oh god. Oh god. Things do seem to be rather lively over there, don't they? I suppose I understand. Being in a happy room enjoying a meal with friends may end up as tomorrow's enemies. And although I cannot eat leftovers, I must say that these pickled mountain greens are most delicious. Huh, is that a hint of fighting spirit that sends from the Founder's back? Oh no, don't tell me. Report. My act has concluded. I now command the hearts of 90% of the audience. I am satisfied. Much as I would like to continue, I understand that it is impolite to hog the spotlight. Would any of you assassins like to go next?
First you freeze the crowd with us like a Scandinavian snowfield. Now you want us to go. What, are you an idiot? No way, we take the stage now.
Very well. For the mountain abyss, I come and greetings do I bring. I am the old man of the mountain, the first Hassan Isaba.
Gah. When did the Founder get on stage? Oh no, this can only mean one thing.
Many and varied are the world's customs and celebrations, but the new beginning is held as sacred of the world over.
Oh wow, I actually read that right.
In the name of the old man of the mountain, I therefore present a party trick for the edification and entertainment of all present. Cursed arm, bare thy neck. I knew it. Please, Founder, I beg you reconsider. It's not as funny as you think.
This has turned out to be quite the party. I'm glad to see all the servants enjoying themselves. I'll admit I was on the edge of my seat for a bit, but it looks like there's nothing to worry about. Would you care for a drink of your own, Master? Non-alcoholic, of course.
That sounds great, thank you. Aren't you going to have anything, Tamamo?
No, I'm just taking a quick break to decompress. Once I'm done, I'll be heading right back. That self-proclaimed berserker doesn't know what it's like to need a time off. I have to keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't get carried away and dip into tomorrow's supply. Alright, Chip, you're here, Cell. Great job putting all of this together. The other spirits and I will take it from here. You and Marsh can join the other guests now if you like. This is the greatest meal that's ever been made at the Enma-teis. You both deserve to enjoy it.
Thank you, I can't wait to dig in. Why don't you go and take a break, Miss Benny?
Don't worry, I'll get plenty of rest after everyone else has retired for the night, Chief. Alright, back to the kitchen for me. Enjoy your evening, Master. It was quite a shock to see the guest link filmed so quickly. I can't remember the last time the Enma-teis was this busy, Chip Chip. Thank you, Cell. I never dreamed I would ever get to open the Phoenix Hall again. Seeing it so lively again, it feels like old times. I wish I could stay a little longer, but duty calls. Phone.
Don't yelp at me like that, Furball. I haven't done anything to feel guilty about. It just seemed like such an awkward time to talk to her that I was holding my breath so she wouldn't notice me. I felt like I was watching the climactic episode of a TV series or something.
I was doing the same thing, using Director Godolph as a shield.
Well, no matter. It seems all is well that ends well. Madam Benny is all smiles that gets her happy, and we even get to enjoy a delicious feast for ourselves. I dare say this curse is as good as lifted now, no? Surely this will be more than enough to fill the offering box.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. If you're not careful, you might have to start all over again.
Chief Snake, are you here to moot some more wine off of me? And what do you mean by that last statement?
I mean, you can never fill a box that had the bottom fall out of it.
You know,
He should be showing up any time now. This should be a perfect time. In fact, he might already be here as we speak. You should head to the lobby if you want to know more. There you will witness a tragedy that will surely pique your curiosity.
A tragedy? What are you doing there, Snake? Stop bothering the guests before the madam gives you an earful. Remember, unlike me, you haven't earned your freeloader status here. If you get on the madam's bad side, she'll kick you out for real this time.
Yes, I know already. You don't have to tell me all the time, you big ape. Okay, I guess I'll be taking my leave then. See you around, Gordy Poo. I wonder what Chief Snake was talking about. What would you like to do, Senpai?
Let's go check out the lobby quietly.
Okay, I hate to pass up a banquet, but we can always enjoy Madame Benny Enma's food another time. I see Madame Benny, but I don't recognize that other guest she's with. Wonder who that heroic spirit could be. Let's go see what's up. Excuse.
Don't interrupt. You'll make things worse. Stay out of sight, otherwise I'll kill you. It should be okay to eavesdrop. Stay put and watch closely.
Hello there. Hard to believe it's that time of year again, isn't it? Things do seem a bit different around here this year. Is the repayment all ready to go? Well, not just yet. I was hoping you can wait a few more days this year before opening the offering box. I see. Does that mean you can't even pay the interest this year? If that's the case, then as much as it pains me, I'm afraid I have no choice but to sell off the Enma-teis. Chip, oh wait, Mr. Bamboo Cutter. Please, I promise I can still pay you back. Just give me a few more days. Alright, I'll give you a 1-week extension. In the end, I too would hate to see the Enma-teis close up. Very well then, I'll be back in 7 days' time. When I return, I hope your repayments will be ready to go.
Oh boy.
That's impossible. I can't even pay back the interest this year. Maybe if I pawn the cloak I got from Lord Enma, and sell myself into bondage.
Wow! Into bondage, you say?
That won't work. There's no way I would fetch enough price to pay it all back. I should focus on saving up gratitude for all the Chaldeans. If there's anything left over, I'll use that to pay back Mr. Bamboo Cutter. If it's not enough then... Chip, what am I going to do, old man? Senpai, address me, what did that sound like?
Yeah, that was a conversation between a debtor and a creditor. Yeah, that was a conversation between a lender and a borrower.
Oh, what's going on, Magistrate Tiger? That's mean Enma-teis in debt to that man.
Does it have anything to do with what happened 500 years ago? So you know about that. Those sparrows don't know when to keep their beaks shut. Yes, it does. This is what happened 500 years ago.
Help! Somebody come quick! I've been robbed! Chip, Muncie! Everyone come quick! Everyone, calm down. They've sealed up the entire Enma-teis. What happened, Mr. Bamboo Cutter? That's what I would like to know. It's my 5 precious family heirlooms. The Buddha's stone baking bowl, a tree branch with a jeweled fruit from Mount Horai, a robe made from fire rat fur, gems from a dragon's head, and a swallow's cowrie shell. Every last one of them is priceless and irreplaceable. I left them all here in this pouch, but when I came back to my room, it's empty.
It's a tragedy. Can't believe every last one of those glittering treasures is gone.
So don't look at me. I might be down on my luck, but I'd never resort to stealing. You can even go ahead and search me if you want. We will, Chip. We'll be searching all of the guests as well as their rooms.
And the treasures were never found?
There don't appear to be any signs of forced entry, but the carpet must be somewhere within the inn. That's very encouraging to hear. I dearly hope you can get them back. Although, no signs of forced entry, you say. In that case, if you are unable to find the thief, we can only conclude this was an inside job. Given that I clearly no longer have the heirlooms, and the spirits are the only ones who could have entered my room, I have no choice but to hold the Enma-teis responsible for their loss. Do we have an understanding, O great tongue-cut sparrow, Lady Benny Enma?
Oh boy. So since the culprit was never found, the bamboo cutter has to be compensated. It was much more than the Enma-teis could afford, so they went into debt. As word spread that there was a thief here, guests stopped coming. And at some point it became all the Enma-teis could do to just repay the interest. The tribute hall's divine aura is meant to be used to grow the spirit origin of the Enma-teis, as it is still just a Mayoiga at its heart. But as that aura was used to repay the debt, the Enma-teis only grew more and more decrepit. Now the Enma-teis functions solely to repay the bamboo cutter's interest.
So that's what happened. This explains why the Enma-teis had so many of its facilities closed or in disrepair, despite how hard Miss Benny Enma and the sparrows work.
Right, the bamboo cutter now owns the rights to the Enma-teis. If you had said something, it would have only made things worse. If you upset the bamboo cutter, it could put the madam, in a really tight spot. Now do you get it, and go back to the party. This is all I can say. The rest is up to you.
I want to help Benny. That's utterly ridiculous. Why didn't you call for me? Are we stuck in the Middle Ages or something? It makes no sense whatsoever that a hotel would be held responsible for the theft of one of its own guests. I'm afraid the old rules still apply here, since this is a mystical, isolated world, like those from the Age of Gods. Is that true? That's horrifying, but no matter. It explains so much. Ever since I saw its guest log, I wondered how the inn always ends up in the red despite being so well run. I never would have thought that odd expense on New Year's Day every year was an interest repayment. I had no idea Madam Benny never said anything about this to any of us.
Now that we know the truth, we need to do something about it before that bamboo cutter sells the place. Otherwise, we may never be able to atone for our sins in the tribute hall. It could all end up as bores together. That would truly be a horrific tragedy, but even without such a dire threat, I cannot let things go on in this way. My lord, is there nothing we can do to help the Enma-teis, to help Madam Benny?
Of course there is. We can repay her debt for her. Oh wait, no, that would take forever. In that case, we'll just have to get back those 5 stolen treasures. You're all 7 heroic spirits. You should have no issue tracking down the thief. It would be one thing if the theft was recent, but given that this took place 500 years ago.
Actually, I think that's an excellent idea. Wonderful, perfect even. For one, I expect there is no possible way to repay this debt, regardless of how much gold one may have. The bamboo cutter claimed these 5 treasures were irreplaceable heirlooms, right? That would mean it's impossible to put a price on them. The bamboo cutter can essentially dictate their worth. It would be a fool's errand to try to match such elusive value with money. Bringing identical items back would be both sure and faster. Are you saying that what I think you're saying? Indeed. We already know exactly which treasures were stolen, do we not? Then we need only fetch new ones. And luckily for us, this is an inn that heroic spirits naturally wander into. I imagine some of them may just happen to have the sort of treasures we seek. For example, I believe the first one was a Buddha stone begging bowl. I may not have any idea which servant might possess such a thing, but I imagine you do sell.
That's right, it's absolutely possible that the servants might have the same kind of treasures. So we can attract even more guests to the Enma-teis. We can collect the 5 treasures ourselves. We can start with a highly virtuous monk. Bravo!
Oh, this doesn't mean we can neglect the Enma-teis expansion. Those remain the most important. Doesn't the inn have enough leisure facilities already? Haha, now don't be like that dear mood. The more hunting spots we have, the better. Besides, there's a special power to be found in places that are both ancient and famous. Did you know there used to be an amazing castle keep here, back in this place's heyday? I for one would like to see it come back. Or perhaps I should say I would like to see the view from atop such a structure.
Now I see. Enma-teis in its heyday, huh? If you've already thought that far ahead, I certainly don't have any objections. Alright then, our day-to-day work may still be the same, but we'll now be working towards a new goal, obtaining these 5 treasures. If any guards show up here, I'm sure they'll notice the good work you've all been doing. But when it comes to faithful relationships, I have every confidence fortune will be on our side.
But will time be on our side? That's the real big question there. Mainly because of how long it's taken me to get this far. Section 10, Fairy Tale. Nothing to build? Yep, because we gotta do the fairy tale. Section 10, Fairy Tale. We're gonna run into Natsu, Lucy, Gray, Erza, Mavis, everyone? Kana?
Oh, are you the only one here? I see. So Marsh and Kimi are out cleaning the hot springs. You certainly are all hard workers, Chip Chip. Here, sir, why don't you have a seat and take a break? I'll make some tea before the others get back. I didn't even realize how big the inn has become, although it used to be even bigger a long time ago. I'm not just saying that either. It was really beautiful back when we still had the crane room. There was an amazing weaver back then named Oyo. She ended up checking out by flying out of her room after she said the moonlight was calling her. She even left all of her belongings behind. Huh. I still don't know what the story was there. Maybe the sparrow spied on her while she was working. Here you go, the tea is ready, Cheap. I threw in some Monica wafers filled with sweepings for my secret stash too.
It all looks great, thank you.
What a peaceful afternoon. I wish these kinds of days could go on forever. Chip, I'm sorry, that was very insensitive of me. That's because things are peaceful here doesn't mean your world isn't still in a lot of trouble. Oh, once again, my apologies. I've never been good at gauging how other people feel.
What sort of heroic spirit are you, Benny Enma? That's okay, I mess up all the time too.
Really, Chip Chip? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be happy about that, but I can tell you're being considerate. We all come from different worlds, each with their own set of values. You have yours, Marsh has hers, Tamama and the others have theirs. It may seem like there's only one world, but it's actually divided into many different sections. What humans call a hell is just another one of them. Cheap, the thoughts, values, and ethics of each society are what shapes what that society's afterlife. For example, a hell in your country and hell in Mr. Field's country are very different things. Humans have wanted to cope with the inevitability of death ever since they came into being. The particular laws and customs may differ between tribes and cultures. But the idea that when they die, bad people are punished and good people find salvation has always been a constant in every country you could find, Chip. Of course, these were always things that tried to keep society running smoother for the living, not to describe what hell was actually like. To encourage people to live good, clean lives by promising they would find happiness after death. It all stemmed from obvious morals, the kind that anyone could agree were right and proper. It isn't usually hell's business to meddle with human society, or to determine what was right and wrong. But our hell is sensitive to trends, and we tend to incorporate a lot of human religious values. They say hell and earth used to be connected, that you could conceivably walk between them. That sounds rather inefficient as land of death to me, though.
Hello.
Anyway, as mankind couldn't conquer death, they began to change how they thought about each other. Once death was no longer something special that was to be feared, hell changed too. Or put another way, that was when it became an unpopular fantasy. Humans no longer feared hell, nor thought they even required one. The idea of seeking salvation in hell was lost. The hell I grew up in was a hell that had long since fallen behind the times. My treat in hell became certified as a tormented demon and was eventually entrusted with the Enma-teis great King Enma's proxy. It's the greatest honor anyone could hope for, right? So I tried to do the best I could, Chief. Sure, I may have gotten myself captured the one time I went to visit a human village. But now I'm in charge of the entire Enma-teis, and doing a great job of it, Chip Chip. Well, no, I guess that isn't quite true. In reality, the Enma-teis was supposed to be shut down a long time ago. Humans stopped wandering in here, and Shindo gods no longer come to stay. Really, once the world at large modernized the hells, and this inn had outlived its purpose.
That doesn't change the fact that Enma-teis is a great place.
You're very kind, but it's okay. Nobody would miss it if it disappeared. The only issue we have now is making sure none of you are struck with divine punishment, and the way things are going, I don't think that would be a problem. So this will officially be the last year that the Enma-teis is open for business. The great King Enma even said I could come back home whenever I like, Chip Chip.
Gotcha, well, as long as you're okay with that, but you don't really want to shut it down, do you? Why have you been keeping the Enma-teis going all this time?
Well, a long time ago, though not so long as you might think, a young girl fled into the mountains to escape the brothel she was being kept in. She ran so desperately that she hardly noticed she entered a beautiful mansion that hid in the midst of mists. When she saw there were things that had always been close in hand, yet tantalizingly out of her reach. Warm blankets, plentiful food, a world without any adults to bring her. She did wonder why the mansion was there all alone. Why there was not a single person to be found. But she smiled when she saw that at least the mansion had friends in the sparrows that fluttered about its yard. The girl drifted between the mansion's many guest rooms, holding her breath as if she were afraid she might wake up and find it all had been a dream. She put her hands together in prayer to give thanks to the Buddha. Thank you for giving me a roof over my head before I die. Thank you for showing me something beautiful before the end. The girl then drew her last breath, a tear running down her cheeks at the mansion's beauty. She hadn't eaten in days. Her body was bruised and beaten. She had been so hungry it was a wonder she had managed to stay on her feet at all. Yet even so, she had not partaken the feast laid out before her, as during her life in captivity. Her tongue had been torn out and her throat crushed beyond repair. When the girl woke, she found herself at the Sanji River in Children's Limbo, one of the entrances to hell. Whether the Buddha had taken pity on her, or because she hadn't eaten anything at the mansion. The girl had been reborn as a sparrow oni in the ancient hell, rather than joining the other dead. The sparrow was named Benny, or Red, after the color of her hair, and set about working at the Sanzu. After countless years of hard work, the supreme judge of hell, the great King Enma, recognized her accomplishments. He appointed her as his proxy and entrusted her with caring for the Mayorga in the world of the living. The Mayorga is where your old form drew its last breath. The spirits in Yard say they would be happy to follow your commands. The sparrow went on to make the mansion flourish, just as the great King Enma had said. However, I want to go down the mountain. I want to see how people live now. Even as an Oni, the sparrow still missed human companionship, so she visited the nearby village.
Oh, wonders never cease. A sparrow as red as fire. It even cries as like a person when you smack it.
The sparrow was so surprised she forgot she was an Oni now, and found herself huddling in fright. Come to think of it, it felt as though this sort of thing had happened to her many times before. Well now, that is something, I say, neighbor. Would you be willing to let me have that sparrow for myself? It was an old man, known for being an oddball, who put a lot of time and effort into impractical endeavors. As a result, the rest of the village usually kept a distance from him. This latest endeavor suited his penchant for impracticality quite well. He convinced the old woman to make a trade, the crying sparrow for all of his life savings. Chip Chip, why did you save me? I thought humans never do anything unless it benefits them.
I'm not sure either, but hey, you can't see someone unhappy and not try to help, right?
After treating the sparrow's wounds, the old man naturally returned her to the mountain. Try not to get caught next time, he said with a laugh. Time passed, and one day the sparrow learned that the old man had fallen on hard times. With no money to pay his taxes and no neighbors willing to help him, he was slowly starving to death. Welcome, honored guests. Welcome to Enma-teis, a land open to all who are pure of heart. After the old man had gone off the mountain to die, the sparrow invited him into the Mayorga. The old man gratefully accepted the sparrow's invitation and enjoyed his time there immensely. But not as much as the sparrow did. As happy as the old man was, it didn't compare to the joy the sparrow had when he had saved her long ago. The sparrow had been happy to attend the old man forever, but one day he said he was returning to his own village. For your selflessness in saving that lone sparrow, I present with you a wicker basket. In accordance with the Mayorga's rules, the sparrow had prepared 2 wicker baskets, a large one and a small one. The old man tried to refuse, arguing he had already been given more than enough, but the sparrow threatened to keep him there forever unless he accepted them. So the old man humbly chose the small basket and returned to his own world. From then on, the basket would fill with a modest amount of happiness each and every day. And the old man went on to live happily ever after. Except it's not true. Yes, this all really happened, but its message is off. After the old man returned from the inn, he became the talk of the village. That old man disappeared years ago. Now he's come back without having aged a day. Not only that, he looks better off than ever. I should ask him what happened. The villagers crowded inside the old man's house, half out of curiosity and half out of jealousy.
Oh, it's all thanks to the great protector of children. The mountain Jizo. He said he'd give me some happiness as long as I promised to live an honest life from now on.
The man wisely decided to avoid mentioning the sparrow, but otherwise told them all about the fun and surprising things that had happened in the inn. Telling them to larger-than-life folk tales that could be applied as lessons in their own lives. The villagers' eyes sparkled at hearing these stories. Most of them looked on the old man with envy. Some of them searched high and low for the inn and the old man had wandered into. Some prayed that things they had lost would find their way back to them. Some tried to live upstanding lives, and others worked to be true to themselves. Sometimes they would lose their footing on their chosen path. Sometimes their eyes would well up with tears of pure envy. Most of them had dreams of one sort or another that kept them going in small, selfish, aimless days. Those who had strayed from the path went unrewarded. However, many found their dreams came true. But why wouldn't they, given that the old man was using every bit of happiness from his basket to ensure their dreams to be realized? The village flourished and its residents became rich. Those who feared in poverty became friends in plenty. It became a truly welcoming world where anyone and everyone was happy. All except for one person. The old man who was always ostracized in his strangeness. This isn't right. It doesn't make sense. Why don't you tell all of them that the only reason they're all happy now is because of you? No matter how rich the village became, the old man's life never changed. One day, the spirit trapped an old man as he sat at his hearth, with the only bright light to be found came from the moon.
Who'd want to hear that your happiness is all thanks to someone else? That would only make them feel bad. As long as things are well, nothing else matters. Saying something now wouldn't make anyone happy.
Cheep cheep, that's not why. I'm only happy now because you refuse to say anything. And all the while, you're the only one who isn't happy, when you deserve it the most. The old man had to use his treasure for everyone besides himself. He kept on lying in the hopes that doing good deeds would lead to his own happiness. So many made-up tales, so many tales, tall tales, so many fairy tales. The old man alone remained behind in reality, also he could make as many fun lies become true. Looking back, the old man probably knew that very soon the blessed lives that the other villagers had led would soon come to an end. And he was alone, regarded as nothing more than an eccentric with a propensity for tall tales. The old man remained so until his death, but when he died, he did so with an expression of pure joy. Although nobody was with him when he passed, his funeral procession was as lively as anything.
What does this place remind me of? The one village in Agartha? When you went through the passing and then there was all the cherry blossoms and whatnot. Am I remembering that place in Agartha correctly? As if this feels like it is.
Though nobody was with him when he passed, his funeral procession was as lively as anything, since it was attended by almost all the villagers who had heard of his passing. In fact, there were attendees from neighboring villages and their neighbors as well. Yet though none of them had caught on to the old man's well-intentioned lies. His may have stories had still been a source of strength, so they had to come to offer a smile in return. Each and every last person was there, grateful to the old man. Can you imagine a happier way to go? And yet not one person was left unhappy, just as the old man had wanted. It was the best possible death he could ask for. There was no reason for anyone to be sad, and yet... I still find it sad, Chirp. So very, very sad. No one else made the old man happy. Not one other person ever paid him back what he should have gotten for his smile. Every lie he told, every story he came up with, was all to help others, never himself. In the end, he died without so much as a name, after seeing so many other people go on to live happy lives. I never should have invited a human to the Sparrow Inn. All I did for him was make him unhappy. That's why. That's why I want to properly return the favor. The Enma-teis is a world unto itself that connects to both the past and the future. So as long as I keep it going, as long as it remains a mythical place where spirits wander, I might get to see him again someday. Nobody else may care if the Enma-teis sticks around or not. But I still want to see him again. I want to see his gentle smile again. I want to hear his funny stories again. I want to impress him with how much I've improved as a cook. I'm sorry you had to see that. No doubt, strange to see an Oni crying out of nowhere, huh? Thank you for taking such good care of the Enma-teis. I may have said I was going to close this here, but I haven't gotten that desperate yet. As the phrase goes, heaven only knows. We sparrows will do the best we can with what we have. I know we had no way of knowing her story before she told us. But now that we do, I can tell that the Enma-teis holds a very special place in Ben Emma's heart.
Yes, it does. And once you were not here, I could have swore that it was only me and Benny. When did Mosh arrive to start listening to the story?
Come on, we have to make sure we get all 5 treasures and give them back to the bamboo cutter.
Unless I told her about it. You know, that doesn't help me with the fact that it made me want Benny even more, you know that, right? Okay, I cannot build anything except this for 45,000. My god, that's a lot. Holy crap. Unlock by restoring the Lord's Hall and opening up the Hot Springs Free quest. Unlock by repairing the Bell Hall. Man, this is a lot of Saint Quartz type of missions right here. Jesus. And right there, 500,000 tribute points. That is right there the finale. Unlock by restoring the spa room. So yeah, I have a lot of things I need to grind. But this right here, I need to grind this plank of wood as well. If I want everything and make it the best place ever, I need to grind 9 million times than I have now. Restore the amusement area, 45,000 satisfaction. What's the mainline thing I need again? 500,000 points, that's all I need. So what's the entertainment give me? I'm assuming that the entertainment area is the event hall. That gives me a Saint Quartz. But again, this gives me 45,000 points. So do it right now. Innovate Enma-teis, restore the amusement area, plus 45,000 satisfaction. I mean, at least with this, I know for sure that I've at least managed to get 500,000 points. I can say that. With that, 130,000 points per multiple days. Yeah. 2 days. 3 days in total. It'll take me 3 days, which then I would have 2 days to do the finale. Oh boy. I have a lot I need to do. Oh man. Oh wow, I have exactly 33 Saint Quartz. I was only ever going to be able to do 110 shot on the other banner. But after seeing this, it makes me want Benny, man. I've spent too much on her banner. As much as I want Benny Enma, I've spent way too much on her banner. I can't feasibly get myself to spend another 30 Saint Quartz. The possibility of getting her. The possibility of getting her is this way too low for me to spend 30 again to try to get her, and then I don't get her. Then all of a sudden I spent 30 and wasted 30. I mean, same thing could be said for pretty much any banner. But this one especially I've spent way too much on. Many tickets, many Saint Quartz, more so than I ever wanted to. Even spend money? Nope, I'm not. Because at least with the paid Saint Quartz I have right now, I have enough for at least 2.5 years worth of guaranteed banners. I'm not spending money on this game for a while, so no. Sorry, Benny. I love you. I really wanted to get you, but even with that story, it made me want to get you more, but I can't do it. I've spent way too much. I'm saying that. I've spent maybe, what, 300 something? Yeah, close to it. Maybe a little bit over, maybe a little bit less. Way less than a lot of other people have spent, but I ain't doing it. So with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, where I will have grinded every last freaking material I need to be able to unlock everything here. And apparently that was not the event hall. That was Sun Zong's big hand that I unlocked. Unlocked by opening up the Hot Springs free quest and obtaining 4 treasures. Oh, wait, so yeah, there are more missions in other places. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time when I have everything built. And hopefully by then, maybe if I get everything done before I go to bed, which I doubt, I can then reach 1 million points? Because 1 million gives us what?
お知らせを読んでおくれち。インフォメーションというやつでちね。
QP.
お坂部姫が書いてくれたものでち。
There's literally no reason for me to do this. It's only a million QP. There's no reason at all. The only reason is 500,000 tribute points and then I'm done. The only reason to build every single thing would literally just be to say I completed the Enma-teis. And I'm leaving Benny Enma with a completely refurbished, redesigned Enma-teis. Way better than when we arrived. And then hopefully, you know, if I do a guaranteed banner.
カルデアのマスターは働き者でちね。偉い偉い。
Yeah, if I do a guaranteed banner again, if I decide to choose Saber, hopefully she'll come home then. That's literally my only guaranteed shot at possibly getting Benny Enma, is on a guaranteed Saber banner. Otherwise, I won't be getting anyone. Because again, the next banner I do is probably going to be after the rerun event banner. Which I'm not going to get anyone there either, which is going to suck, but whatever. Will be Valentine's. And with all female servants, I'll see if I will be alone on Valentine's Day. Then, because for the last 2 Valentines, surprisingly enough, I actually wasn't alone. Surprisingly. It was what? Last year was Semi-Uramis, the year before that was MHX Audita and Titoya? AKA Artoria Lancer. So yeah. Hopefully someone comes home on this Valentine's as well. Till then, see you guys later.